that was Mr. Lakis Tole, and he was bringing us, he was giving us a time to prepare and get our minds to fully understand what exactly is this issue that we're looking at, which is AI. And then he also laid a very solid foundation for our next speaker, whose profile was mentioned by the Honorable Minister. Pinza, I would really spoil how the minister introduced. I even wished he was already doing the introduction when the minister was speaking about how Mr. Banks has achieved what he has. And I think without trying to do that, let me not spoil what the minister had already done. Ladies and gentlemen, for our keynote address, can I request and invite to the podium our guest speaker today, Mr. Talifhani Banks, who's the CEO of Spaza Eats. And give him a huge round of applause. Nangabe kukhona lobeka safisa kuya e-bathroom sale abamba kancane. It's going to be a very interesting discussion. You may miss out a lot in that 30 seconds that you may be out of this room. So please, let's settle down and take it all in.
Thank you. Sanbonani. I hope you guys are well. I am grateful to be in the room. It's always amazing for me because I am living in my thoughts. My reality is what I still think I'm dreaming when I'm doing this because I saw everything. And the reason why I'm here to talk to the young stars, the young innovators, the partners, and the corporate elites on what journey is like for me. And because I'm applying AI every day, I think some of the practical examples that I've went through, they can show you your roadmap on how you can navigate yours. There's so much I can say, but I'm going to try and dissect it in a way that we can all understand. I'm coming from South Africa. I'm also coming from humble beginnings where you appreciate every opportunity that comes to you. So I am aware that there's so many young innovators who wishes they could get certain opportunities, and sometimes you feel like they are so far from you. And before I start, I want to tell you, the universe is here. And I don't care how anyone explained to you. The universe is here. You are a walking universe. Everything is here. If you can see it, you can produce it. Many times why so many people cannot create anything is because you are looking outside. You are on the third dimension. You are on the physical. You can't create anything on the physical. It's spiritual game. When you see me in any room, in any what, I'm in alignment of what I want to say. That's why everything I say, it's in alignment to the journey. What I'm trying to say is that it's more important to download spiritually what you are gifted and connected to your talent than for you to observe what others have. That is why you can't compare your genius level talent with your neighbor, because you're not the same people. And that is the difference of why other people manage to innovate things and others don't. And I'm hoping that you will understand that, because that is the foundation of any innovation. I left corporate 2017, and the reason why I left corporate, it was just the people who are just copy and paste, control, shift, paste. I can't do that. I can't. There are people who are geniuses of control, paste, and they look so good and they speak so well that you can't outcompete them. If you are going to compete with that guy, you you are going to be at the back. You guys have an opportunity, like I kept on hearing this, that I say that Africa is blessed with problems and we are the answer to solve it. And the reason why I say that is there are so many gaps that are missing, waiting for true innovators from here to solve them. They are not waiting for any international person to come. No, for you. But here's the trick. No one will tell you what you are gifted on because they don't know your gift. You must know your gift. I don't know if that makes sense. All these are basics of what we can talk about AI and other things. You need to know you, because if you know you, you will know who you are not. I will not see you in a wrong room. When you see me, I'm not acting. It's not a movie. I am living my gift. That is why in any room, I will compete on the highest level. So I started 2017, I launched Analytics X, that is the group company. And Analytics X was a data company, or it's still a data company, that we built it with the mindset that we want to connect data science, software, and marketing integrated. And we want to build solutions that will help corporates automate their processes of work. So we started building amazing tools, software tools like LMS solution, learning management systems, verification systems. We started migrating banks to cloud. I migrated one of the bank here to cloud, to Azure. And from that side, it was not really my deal, but the company from here that got that deal, they couldn't do it, so we did the work. Yeah, we are brainers, but we did a lot of analytics work in building dashboards and tools for banks, retail, manufacturing companies, and mining. Analytics X has won over 15 awards in management of innovation, management of technology on the medium enterprise. For me, to build a medium enterprise, firstly, that's a success for me. And then South Africa didn't understand me, they didn't appreciate me. 2021, I was part of the Rising Stars Awards, and I'm sitting with five judges, some guys from CEOs of these main companies. And the thing is about me is I'm living in my gift. I'm not living in what I was told. What I say to you is what I'm doing. A lot of corporate people, they live in what they are seeing to look good. I don't do that. I love Mondays. Like, I love Mondays. I don't hate Mondays. And why I'm saying that is, when you are living in your gift, you will love every opportunity to create. So these guys, they're asking me, now that you're coming here, your company is coming, you're a medium enterprise, and congratulations, you're about to become Rising Star for South Africa, Accenture Rising Stars. It was top 5. What are you going to do in the future to create opportunity for people? And I said, I'm going to build a tool, e-commerce platform is going to integrate informal markets, integrate fintech, and we're going to make activity of creating jobs, creating every person from delivery. And these guys, they're like, how are you going to do that in an informal market? You need insurance. I'm like, where I'm coming from, insurance is the second thing. I need to get it to work, then I need insurance. No, you need insurance. It won't work. And because I talk from confidence, they mistake my confidence for arrogance. I'm aware of it because I've got this high spirit. I'm saying it because you must recognize yourself and you must know how to say it. But unfortunately for me, I do not think that because you disagree, I should feel like I must agree with you for you to disagree. That's your problem. It's nothing to do with me. They didn't give me that award, they gave me position 2 and they said, he's arrogant. That same year, analytics, we started winning awards from MTN, management of technology, whatever. Then I started saying, I need to apply exactly what I'm saying because many times I struggle to express myself. Going into 2022, we were now building this tool, Spaza Eats. And as I was building Spaza Eats, there was a technology that we've built for a manufacturing company from Europe that they are now using it in Europe and in Dubai. Now that there goes the BRICS Awards in 2022, I was also starting to win South African awards in 2022. And then I had to compete in BRICS. And the selection for BRICS in South Africa was who has innovated solutions from their head that is working, that we can be proudly export them to BRICS. They were not talking about somebody who copied and pasted. They were talking about somebody who innovated. And that is why I was able to compete on BRICS. When I get there, now who has powerfully innovated a technology that companies are making billions out of it? You couldn't compete with that management technology. And that is how I won the BRICS Entrepreneur 2022. But when I was in Russia, I learned something from everyone who was competing. They are solving their own truth, what they are connected to for their continent. And it just hit me that many times we are thinking people know so much and we miss our own genius level talent and what we know around us. And because of that, you are out of tune. You cannot outcompete somebody who lives in their genius every day. You can't. So every time when you want to innovate, live in your truth. Solve your problem. And then I went to the African Union in Ethiopia 2022, and I'm sitting there with directors and we're talking about African continental free trade. And remember that in South Africa, they don't recognize me to be anywhere in policy. But because I'm now BRICS, they call me there. When I'm now in BRICS, when I'm now in African Union, they're talking about intercontinental trade. How do we connect the continent? Through technology. And I was sitting there as a tech person. And I started questioning myself, what do we do? And that's how we produce Spaza Eats, Spaza Pay, FinTech. I came back, produced the technology. I talked to the banks, Reserve Bank, they gave me license. Now I'm sitting with the banking license. We're running e-commerce tool, FinTech. It's a powerful technology. And what is interesting about that is on the FinTech Spaza Pay, we generate sales with every machine per second. On e-commerce, e-commerce is still not, adaptability of e-commerce is not that strong yet on Spaza Eats, but allow the community, informal markets and formal markets to adapt to it. And as they adapt to it, bring solutions that are connected. And that is why now, that is where we are now. And in my mind, we're building this data hub, using these technologies to build an ecosystem. And that is where you can think of that and see what can you create with what you have, if that makes sense. That is my story. We are, I'm not allowed to say certain things about the evaluation on what we've done, but we are proudly a medium enterprise aiming for a large enterprise on a continental level. And that brings me to the presentation of why I'm here. I want to talk to the youth. You shouldn't feel like somebody owes you to innovate. They don't know your gift. I don't know your gift. Do not expect me to see it. You have to show it. Opportunities are not given. You create them by showing, by innovating. And in the world of digital, it's a playing field for all of us. You all have that opportunity. I want to say that from where I stand now, you were not born in the same economy as your parents, but you are born in the world of digital. You can create solutions that can work in Manzini and Babane. Someone here in Eswatini can build a brand and sell to someone in Ghana, in South Africa, in UK. Technology has removed gatekeepers. People who make you feel like you are not worth it. They have been removed because you can build your own influence on digital platforms, social platforms, and start creating products. And we'll get to the different types of products. And you start creating products, then you sell them. When you see Uncle Wafu doing very well, I do not see that related to anyone helping her. It's talent connected with digital, and it works on a global space. We are global citizens. And if you can apply technology to sell your product or to sell your gifts and talent, you have the opportunity. Forget about the small market or the small economy. This economy here is the best economy for you to craft your talent and to grow your product and scale it outside. You are not bombarded with so many technologies and so many noise. You have freedom to create solutions that ministers can come. South Africa, I've never sat with ministers until I was him. They don't come to this. And to be in a platform like this where ministers appreciate this, I feel like it's your responsibility to innovate. What you need is vision. You need to see it. You need, of course, access, like this university knowledge, technology tools, data, cell phones, equipment, access. You also need courage to start small. And I've met a lot of people, so many people. I've been doing this for 8 years. I've met people who are just brilliant, smart people, but they give up. They just give up. They just stop. Like they don't have heart. They just stop. Like, I'm not feeling it. This is not me. They just quit. You can't be great in quitting. There's no pride in that. There's no pride in it. It looks like it's good when you see me, but the heavy is the head that wears the head. It's so heavy for me. And remember that there's no one in my family, in my surrounding, that I can call and say, give me 5 million, I'll give you next week. No one can do that. And everything that I'm running is so heavy for me. That is why now I've been partnering with private sector. When you see me now, you'll see me with Old Mutual, you'll see me with Nedbank, you'll see me with, it's a strategic partnership. You are my brother. That company is my brother now. Because I've realized that to do this, it's hard. And if you are going to just quit. If you're just going to sit there and say, I'm waiting for someone to start, then I copy, you are not, that is not the road to greatness. It's different vehicles from what I've seen. It's like some people are riding on bicycles, some people are riding on a Tez, some people are riding on a Range Rover, and some people are on a Ferrari. When you are on your talent, and you are gifted, and you've got heart, and you've got grit, you can be on a Ferrari mode with nothing. It's not a game of money. My confidence was not built on money. I was confident, guys, I was confident without. And Pick and Pay, when I was a data scientist, the Pick and Pay, I met Raymond Ackerman, and the reason why they made me meet him is because I was this confident. And I remember the management, they asked me, so what do you plan? You're so talented. You could see my gift. What do you plan to do? I wrote a paper, and I know they remember because I did this 2015. Everything I wrote there was around what Steve Jobs did. That is truly what I believed I was going to do. You need to believe in you before we do. And that is where the opportunity is. Many times we are thinking resources. Resources are in the mind. If your mind can see it, you can conceive it. Just like how the Bible say it, everything starts from the word, but you must say it with faith. Faith without deeds is dead. Like if you just speak things and you do not believe in it, you can't apply anything. Another thing I learned in Ethiopia, to be a good creator, you must be Christ. And to be Christ, you must live in your genius level talent. Christ means highest level of consciousness. And to live there, you must truly, truly believe in what you are gifted, what you see in your mind. That is how you will bring these innovations out to existence. If you don't apply it that way, it's going to be difficult to compete, because when it's hard, you don't have anything to back on. You must always back yourself on your spirit and your highest level of consciousness and connection that I saw this thing happening, I saw it working. When you see someone running for 10 years, not making money, and they're still doing it, something is calling them. And unfortunately, when you start earning, when you guys get jobs, you're gonna start earning. When you start earning some money, it becomes difficult to leave the job and do something that won't pay you now. It's just so difficult. And then you'll start a family, and your family demands, then you're just locked. You are in the best situation to test your ability. that makes sense. AI is like computers in the 90s. I don't know if you understand this theory about the first industrial revolution, the second, the third, fourth. And the third industrial revolution was about internet, e-commerce, connecting people. But this fourth industrial revolution is about scaling internet. It's about finding opportunities within internet, scaling. People are doing AI. If you don't adapt to AI, you are like a person in the 90s who said, I don't need computer, Microsoft Word. They were comfortable with that machine, and they were swiped out. Technology will never remove a thinker. Technology will always outsmart and remove a machine. If your mind is built like a machine, if you're going to just copy and paste, you are not going to compete with a computer and AI and machine and cloud. But the future belongs to thinkers. When they say innovators, let that not confuse you. Thinkers. Thinkers. And solutions are not far from you. Do not think UK. Think, what is everyone having a problem with here that I can apply? And how can I make it advance using technology? That's how you do it. And it should not be perfect. Let them laugh at it. You need it. Because the more they laugh at it, they're pushing you to better it. And remember that it should not win tomorrow, next year. It just needs to be built up until it's perfect. But when that tool is perfect, in 5 years' time, all you need to win once. You only need to win once. You can use the ChatGPT to help you write your business plans, the Canva AIs to create your flyers, the CapCut AI for TikTok and things like that, and WhatsApp businesses. But these are basic tools that you probably already have. And these tools have nothing to do with innovation. They are just a supporting structure for your innovation. Innovation starts where I started, thinking. I spend a lot of time walking. A lot of my answers, they don't come from network. They come from me having an awareness of how to solve it. And that awareness then contributes to what I do next. Who do I call? But if you are not aware of it, you can't even see the person. That's why they say, if you buy a red car, you start seeing red cars, it's because now you are aware of it. It's the same with innovation and ideas. You can have so many ideas, but if you can't connect it with reality, you will keep saying that I've been having ideas that don't matter, to be honest. I know some of you want to stay in the idea, patent it 3 years, 5 years. You say, yeah, I've been thinking. Ideas are not important. Ideas are only important when they are applied. Same applies to knowledge. How many people have PhDs? A PhD is powerful when you start applying it. When you start saying, this is the model that I learned it. That is when it starts being powerful. So we're talking about digital inclusion. We need access to internet. We must be able to transact digitally. I see the Momo. We must be able to learn and sell online. If you are not selling online, you are already getting outsmarted if you are going to be in business. Because somebody's going to master this online selling and online trade. They're going to build up their digital influence. And you're going to always feel like some people are given. Opportunities are given to somebody who's going for them. I have put myself in a position where no one can deny me. If my country is denying me, I'm going to come to Eswatini and I'm going to build it here. If South Africa is denying me, I'm going to go to Kenya and I'm going to build it there. And that's what I'm doing. I didn't wait for South Africa to accept me. And I do not want them to feel like I need them. They need me, I don't need them. I can come here and work with you guys. It's about thinking. It's not about what I have, it's about thinking. Can you believe that I can come here and help companies with migration? Can you believe that I can come here and look at, and we build an e-commerce tool? Do you think we can do that? I am not holding anything. I don't need the country. I need the brains. Same applies to you. When we are standing here, we are all equal. The difference is how deep do you know you? That is the difference. We must make sure every youth in Eswatini can sell online, learn online. There's the system we built for Eastern Cape. It's an LMS system for learning management system for education. These are technologies that allows basic education to teach through technology. For STEAM subjects, you can revisit the work, you can do experiment, and you can know work. I believe that government should start supporting LMS solution. You must start learning how to earn online. The fact that this economy is not allowing you to earn online, does that mean you can't earn online from the UK when you are here? Do you know that we are global citizens? You can be here and make numbers. It's how you connect from the source inside and how you put it out. If you don't see it, you can't bring it out. But when you figure out yourself, you need to connect the tools. What can I use to bring it to life? This is the secret that you will never hear anybody telling you. When they say it's about connection, no, it's about spiritual alignment. Spiritual alignment. When I'm in the room, do you feel like you want to talk to me? Do you feel like when I get out of here, you will want to talk to me? It's because I'm spiritually aware. I am ready. That's why I look spiritually connected to you. You must be like that. That's how people give you opportunities. Because if they feel like, I don't connect, I don't vibe, they don't vibrate with how your spirit is produced. Yeah? We can talk technology all we want, but remember that the biggest gift is human. It's us. We are the asset. We are the electromagnetic field here on Earth. If we don't see it, it won't happen. The only time when technology has always been there and was always there. What you see Nikola Tesla discovering, it was already existing. He didn't create it, he discovered it. So there's so many solutions here that are already here in Manzini that are already there, but they need you to be aware of them. Here are 5 things you can do this week to start connecting yourself. Open a digital wallet. I don't know if you've got that, Momo. Register a domain, start your business, start your operation. And you don't have to know everything. Whatever you have in your ideas, not all of them are going to work, but the 4th one, the 3rd one, you might hit it. Remember, you only need to win once. It's not a competition. In school, university, you have to win. In life, you fail to win. When you see me failing, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing that I'm failing? Because at some point I'm going to win, become a billionaire. It's not, failing is part of the journey. You need to fail. Let me tell you, and let me be myself, because so many times people laughed at me. When I left corporate, I used to have this car, was overheating. And this guy was, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this? I left a 45K job. Now I've got so many people who are paid 45Ks. It's a flex. They are not going to see it for you. We are not going to see it for you. You need to see it within. And as the economy goes, you grow with it. Eswatini has a young population hungry for opportunity, rich culture, and I kept on hearing maybe it's the language that is limiting us. Limiting you from what? Limiting you from what? Language is an advantage. The fact that 90% of people speaking one language, is that a limitation? It's an advantage. It's also an opportunity for you to sell language. Why don't you start teaching language? Do you know that you can teach culture online and make money? That you must play to your advantages. I had this discussion with my sister. She just graduated a master's in law and space. She's telling me, yeah, you know, the reason why we don't win here is that the economy favors beauty, favors thin, and it favors certain people. I was like, the moment you start thinking like that, you are playing on their field. What are you gifted with that will make you special when you are in the room? Because the moment you say it favors these that you do not have, you are already saying you are out. But you have a master's. Many times we do not see our gifts and talents because we are observing outside. Why are you doing that? Why are you looking outside? What you came here with is what your gift will make a room for you. What you came here with is what will create opportunity for you. The only time I will see you and work with you is when you are operating in your gift. Then AI and all these things are added tools to automate your process. Imagine an Eswatini TikTok star who teaches AI in Siswat. I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one. Imagine how powerful is that? Using AI to teach Siswati on a global level. When people come here, they go to your tool. They learn Siswati. Every time they come here, they learn through your tool. You want to tell me that is not genius? That is payable. That's monetary. A rural girl making earrings, cultural earrings, and selling them online in UK markets. You know what I've learned when I was in Russia? They love this culture that we have. We just don't know it. If you could take this culture, the same way you see the design here, you go to Russia and start selling this culture, I'm telling you, you're making transaction from tomorrow. I swear to God. But learn the models of demand and supply. You are situated where what is demanded here is overly supplied. You need to start selling what is highly demanded but less supplied. Does that make sense? You can't sell tradition here, it won't be special. But you can sell it online to other markets, if that works, and use digital tools to expand. A group of friends building a first fintech solution, that is powerful. You can't only have Momo here. And Momo tried to work with us in South Africa. I said, I can't work with Momo. In South Africa, Momo is not big. You must have an ability to say no. Like, you know, just because we're from nothing does not mean you must say yes, 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 sir, yes, sir. That was our parents, yes, no. We are not a yes generation. If it's not connected to you, why are you doing it? Because you're going to waste your 3 years doing things that you are not connected with. In my journey, I have been laughed at, I have failed, I have hired, I have built, I have won, I have competed on the highest level, I have spoken in big rooms. But if I didn't choose that journey, if I was in corporate, I'm telling you, in corporate, out of 10 people, I was number 9. Not because I was not genius. I think when you live in your mind and you are a thinker, they do not appreciate that. Because every time when you come with an idea, not now, not now, we don't want that now. Not now, not now. So if you are a thinker, you are going to a not now environment. And you just know you're not going to outcompete the people who just follow what is there. Innovation is driven by thinkers. Technology, AI, it's a supporting tool to your thinking capability. And for you to build one of the biggest startups from here, you need to be aware of your gift so that you can align it well. Yeah. So I will leave you with this. I'm looking to see a student who becomes a CEO at a young age, a hustler who becomes a brand, and a small country that becomes a digital force. I've got a residency in Estonia It's a small country, less than 1.5 million. That is you guys. Why is Estonia creating digital cards? Why don't you propose that to government? Rwanda is a small country, easy registration. If you're registering a companies today, I've got a company in Rwanda, easy registration. But why are you not doing that here? Let government meet you halfway as you do solve those innovation. Being a small population economy is an advantage for you because you don't have highest population of people who are fighting for the same thing. And the fact that you are growing in the time now where not everything is invented is an advantage for you so that you can become an inventor in this age. Thank you.